Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, Alex Jones has been in my news feeds a lot more frequently in the last few weeks because of the massive payout he's about to have to make to the Sandy Hook families. The court case he was involved in regarding the lies he told on his InfoWars program about the events that happened at Sandy Hook, the families involved, and the children that lost their lives, has finally caught up to him. He was ordered by a court to pay over $1 billion in damages to those families, and he doesn't have all the money. So he's agreed to have his assets dissolved. It's not, we're not putting him in the dip. I'm not Judge Doom. This isn't Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Dissolution just means you have to sell all your stuff. Anything of yours that has value. This can happen if you owe more money than you have on hand. And for Alex Jones, this is certainly the case because he owes them a lot of money. And I've talked to a couple of people about this. I've heard a few different opinions of people who tell me this is going too far. Now they want to take his social media accounts from him, and that's too much. And the argument is that, well, he didn't talk about Sandy Hook all the time, so they should only take money based on when he brought up the events of that day, when he was spreading conspiracy. And I got to be honest with you. I think you're giving him too much charity. Now, it is true that his career didn't start with Sandy Hook. That's fair. InfoWars is older than that. You could argue the thing that really was the catalyst for Alex Jones was probably Ruby Ridge. Maybe was the Oklahoma City bombing, you know. But Alex Jones has been doing InfoWars long before Sandy Hook happened. But Sandy Hook was the thing that skyrocketed his fame. He went from a just another podcaster, if you can call him, I guess that's what you would call that sort of channel. Maybe calling him a journalist seems like a stretch, but the bar for journalism is in hell right now. So sure, let's just go with that. The journalist known as Alex Jones and his InfoWars program, it went it went into space after Sandy Hook happened because people started to believe what he said. People started to contact these families. When you say things on your program like you want their coffins opened, and then you have your fan base attacking these families, I would just suggest that you read through this lawsuit. I would suggest you read some of the things these parents had to go through in direct connection to the things that Alex Jones was saying. That these people admitted they were doing this because of Alex Jones and because of the things they heard on InfoWars. I don't think this is enough, frankly. The $1 billion plus payout, the taking of all his social medias, the exiling him to an island in the middle of the Pacific with no contact with the outside world would not be enough. Having the families of Sandy Hook do him like a piñata until all of that abyssal sludge comes out of him would not be enough. This man ruined people's lives. He is still ruining people's lives. He is still lying about Sandy Hook. He's still claiming to be a victim in all of this. I have no remorse for him. I hope the day comes soon. I hope it comes within the next few years that I can see him lose everything. Frankly, I would rather not see him at all. Moving forward, I don't want to see him in my news feeds. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see people bring him up. But unfortunately, the impact that he left on the modern conservative movement is striking. Now there's this hole where he used to be, and you have all of these goobers trying to fill in this spot. You have all these new podcast hosts who they don't have the flair he had. They don't have that sociopathic ability to deliver any lie that's the most profitable. Alex Jones was special in that way, in that he had no soul. Now it's catching up with him. I hope the rest of the conservative podcast journalists, talking heads take a lesson from this. And rather than saying just whatever gets you the most views, you take an ounce of care in reading into the stuff that you're going to start spouting off at. You stop hiding behind plausible deniability. You take genuine responsibility for your platform and the things you say. Now, will that happen anytime soon? I doubt it. I sure hope it will, but in my time, I found that most conservative people don't care about the things they say. They only care about the bills that they have to pay. And they'll do anything to pay those off and then some. So, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see more videos of him crying soon enough. The dissolution, whenever that happens, I'll probably mark it on my calendar as a holiday moving forward. As far as y'all, that's up to you. But I guess until we can see more of him in the courts, y'all try to have a good day.